Hello and welcome to the review of the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. We're first going to do a walkthrough of each of the cards within the deck, and then we'll move on to the review portion of the video. So we're starting out with the first card, the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanging Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, excuse me, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. So there are all the cards in the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. Now that you've got a visual, we're going to move on to the review. All right, let's take a look into this deck and see what it's all about. Now that you've seen what the cards look like, we're going to talk about the deck, the packaging, all that kind of stuff. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So here we are, Gilded Tarot Royale, okay? It's in a tiny box, which is the same size as the cards, which I love. It's not a tuck box, which is a step up from a tuck box, not the traditional ones, but it is in the sense that it has this kind of fold to close up the box, and it is one of those thin cardboard ones. Not my favorite, but at least they do tend to last a little bit longer than the tuck boxes do, so I'll give them that. Still, for packaging, meh, you know, it is what it is. It's not a hard shell, so it's just not going to last as long, depending on how you store your cards, right? Anyway, this is it, the box that the cards come in. So when you open up the box, of course, the cards are inside, right? But along with it is one of the little booklets, right? So it's just your standard tiny booklet, a little bit of info, and then, of course, the meaning of the cards inside. Also, meh, right? I don't know about you, but as a reader and a collector, I don't care about the books. It doesn't matter to me. I don't refer to them a lot, unless I want to see sort of what the creator's interpretation of a specific card is or something like that, right? So we're talking about tarot. I always just go by the general meanings and whatever I've picked up along the way on my tarot journey, right? So when we look at the cards themselves, first off, let's do the Rider-Waite test, because that is my benchmark. So here we go. I'm just taking one card. We got the Ace of Pentacles, and when we look at the size of the card, if I hold this up, hopefully you can see that, they're pretty much the same size. I think the Rider-Waite is like a tiny bit taller, but no big deal, which means, to me, they're nice and easy to shuffle from a size perspective, right? So I'm loving that. The other thing is the cardstock itself. First off, it's nice and thin. Look at that, invisible. Okay. It is nice and thin, but I find these cards are fairly sturdy. So they're nice and bendy, but sturdy at the same time. So when you bend something severely, I'm not going to do this because I don't want it to stay. Don't think it will stay, but the stock of this card also has that nice waxy coating that is slippery, which gives us good slip, slide, and separation. The 3 S's that I talk about in my reviews. Slip, slide, and separation, which means they're slippery, right? And they slide against each other nicely when you're shuffling, right? So they don't all stick together in clumps. That's the separation piece. I do have some decks which, you know, are absolutely wonderful and stunning and awesome. I think automatically Bonfire Tarot, like the artwork is killer, right? But the cardstock is horrible, and the cards like stick together in big clumps as you're trying to shuffle. Whereas these, lovely separation, so shuffling is really nice. If you're a shuffler, oh look, sound card. If you're a shuffler like I am, I love to shuffle the cards, so I like to have that feel. If that doesn't matter to you or doesn't bother you, no big deal. This is just something to be aware of, right? So we're looking at the size of the cards. We're looking at the quality of the stock. Liking both very much. Now the cards themselves. First, let's talk about the artwork, shall we? Let's just have a moment of silence for the artwork, because I'm telling you, Ciro Marchetti, his decks, the artwork, in my opinion, are the most beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that sun. Look at it. Look at that sun. Oh my God. 2 of Swords. What is that? Beautiful. Justice. The artwork, the colors, the vibrancy. This is like, it's classy, it's beautiful, but it's got just a touch of that animated feel to it, right? Who's this? Is this the Queen? Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, my favorite card in the tarot. 3 of Wands, just 4 of Wands. Look at this, look at this. Knight of Wands, right? Like, I just want to show them all again. The World. Every time I pick up a card, look at it. 10 of Pentacles. Look, even the Three of Swords, which nobody likes, it's a beautiful card. Like, the artwork is so phenomenal. For that alone, I love this deck, right? Oops, jumping ahead. Anyway, it's hard for me to hide my biases sometimes. Sometimes you just get them ahead of time. The other thing I really like about this deck is if you are a beginner, if you're a novice, if you're just starting to learn, or even if you are a seasoned reader like I am, right? It's nice to have cards that are easy to interpret. And what I mean by that is, which card is this? In these cards, as you see, Three of Swords. Down here, it says Three of Swords. It tells you what the card is. Now, if you're used to the traditional Rider-Waite, you can probably figure out it doesn't look exactly like the Rider-Waite, but there are a lot of similarities, right? So you could probably tell this is the Three of Swords. But it's nice to see that name, that label on the card below it, so there are no questions and there are no unknowns, because there are decks that don't have that and they don't translate very well to the meanings, and I'm talking about the visuals, right, of the traditional Rider-Waite, so they're harder to learn. Now, having said that, if you're okay with every deck you buy, you learn each card and you really dive deep, it's not going to bother you. Or if you don't mind taking the time to learn the deck, then no big deal. I just find that for someone who doesn't want to take a ton of time to learn every single tarot deck they have, this is a really nice feature, right? So there's that. Now, I'm also going to talk about the book. So I said it comes with a little booklet. Crappy little booklets. It is what it is. And as I had mentioned, I don't often refer to the book, but let's do it. We're going to pull a card. Let's just do it at random. We're going to pull a card and we're going to read out of the book just so you can hear what the artist's interpretation is of that card. Four of Wands. Lovely. Let's see what the Four of Wands says in the little booklet. Let's find Wands. Where are you, Wands? Oh. No, Pentacles. Book is hard. It's hard to turn the pages. Wands. Oh, you got all your pages? No, seriously? Oh, they split up the majors. Cups. Wands. What do we got? Four Wands. So it says, celebrating the achievement of a satisfying goal or important event. And then reversed is dissatisfaction or being critical of an achievement or event. Okay, interesting, right? Like, sounds pretty typical, but the booklet is there if you do feel the need to use it. So I think that's it. We really didn't have to go through a ton here. Let's get to my final thoughts. So, Gilded Tarot Royale. Packaging, meh. Booklet, meh. Artwork and cardstock, the bomb. It's so good. I give this deck like kudos just for having amazing cards, because to me it's all about the cards. I'm gonna go back for a second. What I will give bonus points to for the packaging is that it is not large. It's the same size as the cards pretty much, because sometimes you'll get giant packaging, and if you are a professional or a collector, you have a lot of decks, real estate is important, and you need to make sure that your decks are not taking up a ton of space, right? So that's an issue for me. So the fact that that's how they've done designed the packaging, that does make me happy. Like, if you look at this guy, I love this deck too. I'll be doing a review of it. Zodiac Moon. Oh my god, love it. Like, look at the size. Look at the size of the box. The cards are a little bit bigger, but excess packaging, it's too big, it's hard to store. So this, I'll give points for that. Booklet, don't care, so one way or the other. If it was like a super beautiful book, I might give it a little bit of extra, but I'm gonna tell you, the cards speak for themselves. The cards speak for themselves, and they should. To me, this is where my money is going, and this is where I put the most value in my reviews. So for the Gilded Tarot Royale, I am giving this deck a 10 out of 10. I could even give it a 11 or 12 out of 10. just because I love the cardstock and because the artwork alone is a 10 out of 10. Might be a 20 out of 10. It is so beautiful. I can't say enough about Marchetti's artwork. I don't know if he's the artist or not. I don't think so. Oh, hang on. It says right on the book. Is that Barbara Moore? Text by Barbara Moore. So maybe Kiro's the artist. I don't care. Anyway, fabulous, fabulous deck. A fantastic addition to anyone's collection, and something that I use quite often in my roster. I hadn't been using it up to this point because I was using the Gilded Tarot. Now, I'm going to throw this in here just because it's a review. There is the Gilded Tarot and there is Gilded Tarot Royale. So the Gilded Tarot was the original. You can now get in, and I'm doing a review of that too, so I might link that in the description box. It's called Easy Tarot Handbook or something. Easy Tarot. So it comes with a book on how to read tarot and has the original Gilded Tarot in that set. So if you like the original, you can get it there. So the Gilded Tarot Royale, which we're talking about today, is like an updated, refreshed version of that deck. Both beautiful, both wonderful, and both worth having in your collection. So there you go. Good job, Mr. Marchetti. Love you so much. All right, so we're going to leave it there. Now tell me, do you own this deck? And if you do, tell me what you think of it. What you like, what you don't like. Or have you been thinking about getting this deck? Let me know if this review has helped you or not. On that note, I'm going to link some more reviews in the description box below. Like I said, I'll do the Gilded Tarot. And also, if you're interested in purchasing, I do have Amazon links. Yes, affiliate links in Canada and the US. So if you purchase anything through one of my links, I might earn a little bit of commission. So I'm putting that disclaimer out there, and it would be great of you to do that because then it does help support me and the channel. So public service announcement over. We're going to leave it there. So I hope you like this deck as much as I do. So we're going to leave it there. And until I see you again, I'm wishing you much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care. Bye.